He confirmed that at least 5 fighters have been eliminated.
Sindoor was a mission in which 5 Pakistani aircraft were shot down by possibly S-500 Russian missile system.
What Air Chief was mentioning was very well prepared and careful this time.
Today, in a tremendously new revolution, which the world is going to analyze, which Pakistan is going to analyze, that something new has come into the feature.
There was a hangar of F-16. Half of the hangar has gone. So a lot of F-16 have gone.
Has been told to the nation and to the world that Sindoor was not only a victory as we knew it, but today we know it was a great victory.
S-400 was a game changer. He said, I think 5 to 6 radars have been eliminated.
Our BrahMos missiles of the army and the land attack missiles have done a wonderful job, decimated 6 aircraft.
Why did we take 3 months to mention this? This should have been said on the very first day.
In Sindoor, we have had no damage at all.
Within a matter of few hours, India brought Pakistan to its knees.
The Akash, made in India. Akshatir, Akash Tir, made in India. All components made in India. BrahMos, made in India, have been a tremendous success. So we should be very proud of India today, proud of our armed forces, and proud of our leadership.
None of the Pakistani aircraft could come near our boundaries because of these systems. I think Air Chief Marshal was absolutely right. At that time, some people raised questions, ki what have you achieved? Basically, we had intelligence that a lot of terrorists were killed, number of terrorists were killed in Balakot also. But that was human intelligence. We didn't have the footage, we didn't have the recordings. I think this time the Indian Air Force, what Air Chief was mentioning, was very well prepared and careful this time. Everything has been recorded. He confirmed that at least 5 fighters have been eliminated. And one big one ABAX. I think he was also talking of Jacobabad airfield, where there was a hangar of F-16. Half of the hangar has gone. So a lot of F-16 have gone. So apart from that, command and control centers, Murid and the other command centers, Chaklala. And he also mentioned that S-400 was a game changer. He said, I think 5 to 6 radars have been eliminated. So it's a huge achievement for armed forces. We are proud of our armed forces, and we all knew. But my question is, why did we take 3 months to mention this? This should have been said on the very first day. So it's a great achievement. He also gave credit to the political leadership. The clear directions were there for the armed forces and what to achieve, how to achieve. Some people who are raising question, as Air Chief Marshal AP Singh said, that some of my friends were saying, "Sala aur marna tha. Why did you stop?" So he says, we have to take a decision. Do we want to continue with the war for a longer period? So I think he was mentioning this, that ultimately, after having achieved our targets, our results, there was no point in continuing the war. So when a request from the Pakistan side came for a DGMO meeting, so that was accepted, and ultimately war was halted. Operation Sindoor was halted. Yes.
He also said that it was an 80 to 90-hour war, which was very high-tech war.
Yes. It was a high-tech war. In fact, it was precision attack of the Indian Armed Forces, and particularly Air Force. How S-400 was used, how the precision attacks were executed, on the airfields. 9 of their airfields were destroyed. So I think command and control centers were destroyed. Also, a lot of radar systems were destroyed. So it's a huge achievement. Within a matter of few hours, India brought Pakistan to its knees. I think it's a huge achievement for the Indian Armed Forces. And after having achieved this target, humiliating Pakistan, it was a humiliating defeat for Pakistan. I think it was a right decision to put a halt to the Operation Sindoor, which some of us were saying, why did we not continue? Yes.
And he said that none of the Pakistani aircrafts were able to come near Indian boundaries because of Akash system and MR-SAM and LR-SAM. All these.
Yes. I think he is absolutely right. None of the Pakistani aircraft could come near our boundaries because of these systems, high-tech systems. So it was basically a high-tech war, and that is why India's air superiority and air edge has been established. The whole world has witnessed it, and I think I would again put it this way, that India has actually has rewritten the games of the war, and the superpower status India has achieved.
Today, 3 months after it possibly happened, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Samajhiye AP Singh, has come openly in a conference, and it's probably with the permission of the Prime Minister and the Defence Minister, has told the nation and the whole world that Sindoor was a mission in which 5 Pakistani aircraft were shot down by possibly S-500 Russian missile system. Also one bigger aircraft. Up to date, we knew that on the 6th, 7th night, the Indian Air Force, the Indian Army, missiles had hit 9 targets, terror targets in Pakistan. It was a victory. We also knew later, when it became a hot war, when Pakistan tried to retaliate, that we had hit their Air Force bases. The damage was seen by satellites, and every television showed it to us. But today, in a tremendously new revolution, which the world is going to analyze, which Pakistan is going to analyze, that something new has come into the feature. The Chief of Defence Staff, General Chauhan, when he went for the Shangri-La conference, did say that we had some setbacks, but the tactics were corrected. So you're absolutely right. Something very revolutionary has been told to the nation and to the world, that Sindoor was not only a victory as we knew it, but today we know it was a great victory. The Indian Air Force, with its aircraft, which has got Su-30, which has got the KH-35 missile, the BrahMos missile, the new Rampage Israeli missile, 250 kilometer supersonic air to surface. Our BrahMos missiles of the army and the land attack missiles have done a wonderful job, decimated 6 aircraft. Which are the 6 aircraft? We still do not be clear, because the Pakistan has got the F-16, has got the J-10 and the J-20 from China. So one can say very clearly, Sindoor was a great victory. It is still going on.
Sir, AP Singh has said that people are close to us said, "Abhi और मारना था, but we can continue to be at war?" Question mark. The nation has taken a good decision, says the Air Staff Air Chief Marshal AP Singh, backing the decision to pause Operation Sindoor.
Now, Air Chief Marshal AP Singh has also gone back and mentioned the Balakot, that in the Balakot we used spice missiles and hit their terror target, but unfortunately one of our aircraft went down. But in Sindoor we have had no damage at all. I mean, what little damage there was. And only thing the Chief of Defence Staff, General Chauhan in Singapore said, there is a slight setback. But after that, the revolution revelations that have been made that 6 aircraft shot down at a range of 300 kilometers. I mean, the world will be investigating this. Pakistan will have to answer. And I think as a controller, when you see a radar target and you attack it, when the radar target disappears, then you know it is shot down. The Air Chief Marshal also mentioned that. And therefore, he was able to calculate. The question comes, why has it been done so late? Well, probably they were doing a lot of analysis to get everything perfect and to put it out at the right time. Therefore, we must congratulate the Indian Armed Forces, the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy was there outside Bakran coast doing what is called the naval maneuver and to blockade Pakistan. No food and oil. And if by chance they use their missiles on the port or Bakran coast, it would have been havoc.
Last question to you, sir. The Air Chief, sir, India's defense production reaches all-time high over 1.5 lakh crore in 24-25 fiscal. There is a robust 18% growth over previous fiscal output of 1.27 lakh crore and 90% increase since 2019-20. How do you look at it? It's a good thing for the Indian defense structure?
Well, India's economy has moved up and therefore the allocations to the defense have gone up. Also, what has happened, President Trump has asked NATO to increase its percentage of spending on defense. This has had an effect on India. And Pradhan Mantri, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Atmanirbharta has said that let's produce more in India. So much more money has given, 1.27 crores, as the Air Chief has mentioned. The Navy has got production of 1.29 crores. The Army also, even 2 days ago, in the 67,000 crore allotment. So what the Air Chief was saying, because he knows the exact figures, he's got the exact figures, and he's told the country the exact figures of what the government has done, 18% up on many systems. And we should not be at least rather complacent. Because Atmanirbharta, the weapons that were used, the Akash, made in India, Akshatir, Akash Tir, made in India, all components made in India, Brahmos, made in India, have been a tremendous success. So we should be very proud of India today, proud of our armed forces and proud of our leadership. Because another thing that Air Chief Marshal said, that the Prime Minister and the Defense Minister had given complete latitude to the armed forces. हिंदी में कहते हैं हमको पूरी ढील दे दी थी. जब ढील देते हैं तभी कमाल होता है और जो हमने लक्ष्य में we have managed to get victory. Sindoor was a big, big victory. The whole world and Pakistan will now be telling us their side of the story.